Okay, so I am going to show you a couple of editing tricks. I think almost everybody knows how to import media, but as a reminder, this little green cloud brings up a way to import media from Dropbox. Um, Once you get your media in here, then you can drag them down into like your video 1 and video 2 lines. So I think I will, and I'm going to drag the primary stuff down to video 1. So I'm going to drag, let's see, a picture down here and release it. And then this is a video, so we can practice with that a little bit. And let's see, maybe another picture. There we go. And it will play up here, however long it is, and your transitions and things. Okay, so I am going to show you real quickly how to expand time or shorten your length of things on pictures first. So all I'm going to do is just, if I want this picture to last longer than 5 seconds, which is what it is now, then I would drag it out longer. And if I want it to go shorter, I can go shorter. The next thing I would like to show you on pictures is how to put some effects on there. So if you click on your picture so that it's highlighted with an orange, and you click on these 3 lines, I think they call this the hamburger, then you can click on this first little thing right here. It says open clip editor. I think it looks like a pencil maybe. And it'll have this menu right here. So on this first menu, you can flip your pictures around. If you want it to go a different direction, you can zoom in, you can zoom out, you can click this little arrow to show a grid. If you want to do the Ken Burns, which means it adds animation, it moves, it gives you a place to start and a place to end. So it's highlighted blue, that's where I'm going to start. That's up really close. Let's say I wanted to start far away, and then I can move this around too by just dragging it. And then I want to end up close, maybe on, I don't know, I want to end up close on something, then that's where it ends. And if I want to see what it would look like, I push that little button right there, and that's what the animation would look like. This little one does the color, and this one, oh, this isn't like for green screen or something if you want to take out a certain color usually. Then when you're done, you can done edit, and it'll save it. Talk about editing video clips. So editing video clips is super easy as far as if you want to lengthen or shorten. You see how this arrow turns into the 2 arrow right here at the end? It's got arrows on both ends. I can shorten it from both ends. I can shorten it on both ends, or I can drag it back out. If I wanted to cut something in the middle, then I just drag it to where I want to cut it and do the scissors. That's it. And then you can delete part of it or whatever. Okay. Now let's talk about transitions, because once you have everything perfectly right, oh, you can move stuff around too by just dragging it, moving it around. Okay, so let's say you've got your movie all done. There are some other things to think about, and that would be there's some cool things up here. So up here, this is where your media is. This is where you've been living. But then next to it, you can add titles. So all of these titles, it has motion titles, static titles, and then annotations. Motion titles do things. So if you click on the title, it'll show you over here what it's going to do. My internet's a little bit slow, so it takes a little bit of time. So let's just say that's the one you wanted. And you have 2 choices. You can either drag it right in between something or at the beginning of something, or you can put it on top of something so that it would play over the top of it. So if you drag it in this video 2 line, then the text goes over the top of your primary video. if you drug it in between here, I'm going to drag this and put it here, then it plays right in the middle like a whole screen. Okay, and then in order to change the text, you just double click on it and change whatever you want it to look like and put the words on there. All right, a couple of other things that you might want to see up here. This is where there's some music you can add. And a while ago, in this plus, I added an audio line. So you can drag your music down here if you want. So it'll play. These are your transitions. In between your clips, you probably want to do some sort of transition. You just drag it and drop it. So then instead of just straight cuts, it'll go from that one to fade into that picture. And all of these are different. So once you click on it, it'll show you what it looks like over here, the transition. So this one look like. So if I put this little transition and drug it here, then in between those pictures, it would look like this. Ta-da. Okay, a couple of other things that you might think are fancy and you might not, I don't know, are these backgrounds. So you can drag these backgrounds to be like just a complete background that you might want to put text over. So if you just drag it into your timeline, just drag that into your timeline, it'll be this, whatever this animation is right here. It's going to take a second, I think. But if you if you are on really fast internet, regular internet, each one of these will show you what it looks like. See, it's starting to bring it up now. But if you put it on this top line, what it does is it will cover up whatever's underneath here. But you can play with the transparency of it. Oh, okay. That's right. If you go back to the hamburger, the first line is what took you into the editing. Remember where you could do the Ken Burns? But this one, you can play with the transparency. So it gives you these little dots and you can make it transparent. See, right now it's 100% opacity. But if you want it to be very opaque, then you might drag it down and then it would kind of show in the background of your picture. This may or may not come up according to my internet. We'll see. So it's got that weird background in front of the pictures. Okay, I hope this helps.